I don't know if people have seen Love Island and Andrea and Nick getting dumped off the island. It was devastating to watch. It was devastating. And I want to explain something because I don't know if people noticed this, but when they were getting emotional and stuff like that and crying, I think people, that Andrea was well loved, and obviously I love her. She's amazing. When they started getting emotional, and she just sat there being strong, as Black women always are, even in the toughest of situations, they always stand strong because it's just how they're conditioned to be in the world that we live in the society that we live in. Especially nowadays with the timeline that we're living in under Trump. But it was really heartbreaking because not just because she was holding the pain in and because she was completely desensitized from it, but it was, if you notice, she kept reiterating, I've always had to be strong my whole life because ain't nobody else gonna be strong for me. And she kept saying that as they were asking, and then when they asked her again, like, how are you so calm? How are you so this? How are you so... Because, everybody else... I did forget that everybody else was emotional when they left. But she was the only one. And so... they kept asking her when they asked her the last time. And she got choked up because she was about to get a little emotional. And she said she's always had to be... she's the eldest sibling. And she went to college. A smart, beautiful Black woman. And I feel like people kept focusing on the part that she's that it's because she's the eldest there, and that it's not just about relationships is the point that I'm trying to get at. That has a part to it, but it's not the full reason. Everybody knows after this past election, the 92%, which I will always be grateful for, Black women who voted for Kamala. The reason why it transcends the relationship and stuff like this, and it really focuses on societal norms. The reason why she kept reiterating that she's always had to be strong is because, one, it's not just because of her being the eldest sibling. It's not because of her previous relationships. Those play small parts. But it's also because she's a Black woman. I know a lot of you are like, what does it got to do with race? This has nothing to do with race. I would expect, honestly, anybody who isn't Black to say that, to be honest, because you'll never know what it's like. You will never experience. You will never know if you're Caucasian. You will never understand because you have to be in the POV. You have to have melanin skin to understand this. And so the reason why I'm saying this is because Black women and Black people in general, because we all know that there are unfortunately categories when it comes to oppression. There are many subcategories when it comes to oppression. It's not funny. It's sad. I'm laughing because it's the world that we live in. With Black women, you can't be too loud. You can't be extra because it'll be personified as ghetto, right? You can't show emotion because then you're too emotional, right? It's crazy because no matter what she would have done or did, she would have always faced criticism because of her being a Black woman. And that's why she kept saying she always had to be strong her whole life. Because when you're a Black woman, you're gonna face criticism no matter what you do, how you do it, even if you stand strong, just like Kamala. When she lost that election, she still stand strong, and they still dragged her over any little thing. She didn't show too much emotion, and she showed it when she needed to. She knew when to. Kamala knew when to do whatever, but it was never enough because of the societal norms that come with both gender and race both in this case, because she's both a woman and Black, which amplifies it even more. And that's unfortunate because even when she didn't show emotion, she faced criticism. Even when she did, it's a lot, and it's sad, and it is unfortunate. But that's just the world and country that we live in, unfortunately. And so it did break my heart seeing Alandria leave, and it did make it brought me a little peace because at the end, obviously, because they didn't specifically say she'd been dumped off the island. They did just say she had to leave, but they didn't say she'd been dumped. And then seeing Nick and Alandria pair back up, that was so beautiful. That really, it made me feel better because obviously I don't think she's gone from the island. I don't think she's gone permanently. And so that's the part that's giving me peace of mind in this situation. Because I love Alandria and Shelly. For me, those are my favorites. Alandria and Shelly, no disrespect to the others. Alandria and Shelly are just my top faves. And I love them so much. And so it brought me so much happiness to see that they linked up. Because obviously we all want Alandria and Nick to get together. I feel like Nick would treat her like a dime. And hold her down like none of the other men could. Because Taylor over there having a grand old time. And so I really do believe that Alandria deserves someone else, someone who can really appreciate her, glorify her, and love on her as she deserves to be loved. Because it really broke my heart when she said, I just want to be loved so bad. That broke, that and I've always had to be strong, that broke my heart so bad. And it's crazy, man. It really is. It really is. It was a really crazy, disappointing thing to see. But I have faith in Alandria. I love Alandria, and I really do hope that she just stops the thing with Taylor, because Taylor just ain't it. No matter how much y'all try to push them together, it just ain't it. It ain't it. It won't work. It's not good. I can't. It's no. It's just a no. It's a no. I feel like she needs to be with someone like Nick, someone who, if they were together, he would praise her. Alandria is a strong black woman. Seeing Shelly and run after her, because they came in together and they definitely created a sisterly bond, and it was heartbreaking. And I knew when the trailer came out at the end of the other episode, and I saw Shelly crying, I was like, no disrespect, but Shelly would not cry like that. Besides, cry like that, except if it was over Alandria. And so I had a feeling something like this was happening, and I was just in shock, like, wow. Like, wow. I was just, wow. But yeah, I have so much high hopes for Alandria. I love her so much. And unfortunately, we live in a world where black women have always been just the underdog and have always had to be strong for everyone and those around them, and it's so much sucked. It really did suck seeing that and hearing that. And even if she does come back, which most likely she will based off that ending, it's just the way that they did that was so trifling. Like it still makes me mad, because it's like, wow, just like and out of all the people for the boys, I don't get how they didn't get Austin out. Austin is, I'm sorry, but everybody knows Austin was caught liking stereotypical posts about black people. How he was liking posts saying that black neighborhoods be the ones that got the most violence and stuff like this and blah, 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 this and that. I don't know how y'all can support him at all. I don't get it. I don't get how y'all let Austin stay in there. I really don't. Out of all the boys, I really don't. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Thursday night to see what's gonna happen, because I need to see Alandria back ASAP. A to the sap. Because that was crazy. They was wrong for doing that to us.